Hey, before you watch the video, I will just want you guys to let you guys know is that I put a lot of time and effort in this video, and if you're wondering as to why I didn't upload for quite a while, it was because I was making this video, which took me a long time just to finish it. And to be honest, I'm glad that it's done. I know that I'm not good at some parts of editing, and the videos that I use and the music I use go support to some of the people. Maybe I might leave the name right here. Maybe I might or maybe not, but if I do, go support them that I use some of their samples just to make the video. And thanks. And I want you guys to do something like this. Get your blanket. I'm already got my blanket. Where's the video at? Get you some snacks and enjoy the video. Anyways, Dosa out. Thanks for waiting. The story takes place in 2016. This was during the time I had to go transfer into a new school in order for me to attend my first time in the fourth grade. The reason is because I was failing my home language, so I had to go to a new school to learn how to talk to learn that home language. As we all know, in a new school, it sucks because you're a newcomer. You don't know anybody there. Like, you don't recognize even a single person, not even the teachers, even the place that you're on. Everything is so brand new, and as a newcomer, it sucks every time. Me, on the other hand, I was just looking around. I didn't even know where to go. I didn't know who to speak to. But thank the Lord, a teacher saw me. The teacher saw me being confused, wandering around like as if I was a next headless chicken. Which the teacher took me and then took me to my class, which was 4A. When I got inside the classroom, ah man, the eyes, I was so scared because I was seeing all new faces and I did not recognize a single one. That feeling of being in a new place. And it's worse when you get into a new classroom because you don't even know a single person. Not even in your neighborhood, they're not even there. So yeah, my class teacher told me to go sit with this dude that I call him Momo. And to be honest with you, the things I done to Momo had to be the worst. I done so many bad things to him at the time. And I'm still so surprised that he's still checking up on me, even after all these years. I'm just grateful for having him, even though I done him dirty, but he still checks up on me. Which sometimes I ask, how did you manage to deal with me that way? And I met Momo and two other friends who I got used to. And to be honest, it was a blast. Let's fast forward. It was probably like 3 weeks now since I got into school. Got into school. And I was a bit more confident. Now I was comfortable with the friends, Momo, DJ, and Pink Lips. I'll tell you why. The reason why we call him Pink Lips was because he had pink lips for a guy, which was kind of weird, but I didn't question it at the time because I was like, maybe it's just natural. So I got too comfortable with those guys and it was a blast. Let's just say this time it was break time. We were all chilling under the shades talking about guy stuff as usual, like bros like maybe like I don't know, like cars, maybe cartoon characters, who knows. It was just the fourth grade at the time. We were just talking, all four of us, until our dude Pink Lips was like, yo guys, look over there. He pointed his finger at the center of the ground, where we were at. He was pointing and he was telling us like, look over there. We all looked, of course, but we couldn't see a dang thing because there were so many kids in there and we couldn't see a specific what he was trying to point at us. We were just looking at him and we were confused. DJ on the other hand was angry. He was like, yo bro, what the heck are you showing us exactly? And Pink Lips was still proceeded to point. He was like, yo guys, look, don't worry. We waited for I don't know how long until the crowd had to die down, maybe like 4 to 2 minutes or something. After when the crowd died down, the last thing I heard was Pink Lips saying, that's what I wanted to show you guys. That's what I wanted to show you. What we saw in the middle of the field was just this beautiful girl at the time. Like this girl, she was stunning. Her body was an hourglass type shape. Like it was so perfect. Her curves, her face, it was so breathtaking. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I was just entranced because in my mindset I was like, if I was dreaming, please, please, I do not want to wake up because I do not want to miss a single second of it. uh, and then after that Pink Lips was like, yo, see her, she's hot. DJ was like, yo bro, who is she? Pink Lips was like, yo, her name is Belladonna. And you know what, she's hot, I know that. And Momo was like, yo bro, which class is she in? So of course the dudes were already talking about her already. Me on the other hand, I became silent was because I was so infatuated because of her. I didn't look anywhere else. I didn't even care about what they were talking about. I was just looking at her. And to be honest with you, she has to be one of the first girl that I ever laid eyes upon. During my first to third grade, I never looked at girls in any shape or form or way. Like, all the girls would look like normal to me, and sure, they were all pretty, but that was it. I was not actually like attracted to them. But her, Belladonna, she had to be the only girl that introduced me to a whole new level of a girl is too beautiful. There was no more words that you can describe it. Of course, we all done that one thing. If you see a beautiful girl in your mind, we just say, yo, they're out of our leagues immediately. Of course, this is where the crushes could suck video comes into play. Go watch that video. I really need that watch time. But anyways, during the time when the boys were talking, DJ noticed that I did not say a word. And so he tapped me on the shoulder. I snapped out of it. I looked at him. I was like, yeah, what is it? And he was like, hey, yo, bro, are you good? And I was like, yeah. I'm good. DJ was not buying any of those words that I just said. To him, he knows that, something doesn't add up, right? It had to be the most basic case that he had to solve. Like, it was the fastest murder mystery that he had to solve in his dang life. All he done was he looked at me, looked at Belladonna, who was having a time of her life with her friends, looked at me again, and he pieced the puzzles together. And he was like, okay then. And the thing that he done to me had to be the most so basic for me to get caught lacking in 4K at the time. What he done was, he was like, hey yo T. It was before I had the nickname Z-Kun at the time. He was like, hey yo T. And I was like, yeah, what? Yeah. And he was like, can you do me a favor? And I was like, okay, sure. And he was like, okay. And he was like, okay, my boy, I'm about to say this, and whatever gonna happen next, don't blame me. And I was like, oh sure. He leaned on my ear and he hit me with the Belladonna. He whispered and he moved back. Your boy was blushing as red as a tomato, and then he immediately laughed the dog water out of me. Of course, his laughter got the attention of DJ. He got the attention of Pink Lips and Momo. And when after that, they were asking like, yo, what is it? And of course, DJ told them about the situation. Those guys had to roast the dairy milk out of me. The amount of roasting I got when they found out that I had a crush on Belladonna, it was immeasurable. I'm talking way more guilty than OJ. But I was in love with a girl at the time. Of course, even though after they roasted me, they said that they will help me out to proceed to make my shot. And to be honest with you, they should have just left me. Because no matter what they did, I never even made my shot. Even one of them had to get hit. They had to be beaten up to a pulp. Like they had to go buy the brand new soccer ball that just got worn out. They had to be beaten that bad.
Knocking heads.
Just for me to make a shot on Belladonna. And till this day, I didn't even make a shot. I didn't make a shot. Like, it was that terrible that I couldn't blame them. That I was too scared. I was too scared. I didn't know what to say because in my mindset, I thought that if I said anything else, it would be worse because I would stutter and then I didn't know how. You know how when you go to a crush and then you talk to them, you just stutter like for no reason. You just be like, hey, you know that feeling when you stutter. Yeah, that was how I was. Give me a hundo second. Even though I didn't make my move, and let's just fast forward, a year has passed. Now I'm in the 5th grade. At this point, the bros gave up hope because they tried everything for me to shoot my shot, but I still didn't shoot anything. I didn't even tell how I felt. We even made it to a new year and I still haven't said anything. To this point, they gave up hope, which I couldn't blame them. And this was also the time when I also started to lose interest in her because the amount of time if you don't say anything to someone else, you lose interest as time goes. And sure, I was interested, but not as much as I was back when I was in the 4th grade. The more and more I was losing interest in her, and then so I kind of gave up hope myself. I didn't even believe in myself I was gonna get that girl. She was already out of my league in my mindset, which was a stupid idea because who knew? Like, why do we always say this? Like, say this when you see a crush and be like, they're already out of our league, like we cannot get them. Like, who knows, maybe they have a crush on you too, but I didn't know that at the time. I wish someone told me back in the day. So of course, me being giving up interest on him, I then was sitting with this guy that I will call him Jay. Me and Jay were just chilling one day in the 5th grade. It was usually break time as much. It was just me and him. We were just talking about stuff, and I told him about the crush I had on this girl, Belladonna, which thank God Belladonna was in our class at the time, which made it much more worse at the time. But anyways, I told him about the crush I had on Belladonna, and my man was understanding. He was like, yeah, cool. He was like, oh man, I feel your pain, man. Like, I mean, having a crush on someone sucks, but he even hit me with some motivational quotes. And he really hit me with that. We gon' be alright, nigga. We gon' be alright. Like, I mean, he really hit me like that. He really hit me with those type of quotes, which I got motivated a bit. Of course, me and him, we just done the whole dap up, back tap, hug that you give to your homies. Bruh, I have never felt the disrespect in my damn life. Like, nigga, 2 days passed. 2 days, not even a week. 2 freaking days passed, and I heard a rumor that Jay was dating Belladonna. Me, I was confused. I was like, wait a minute, Jay's dating Belladonna? How? I was confused. I was wondering, was it okay? Maybe it's just false rumor. You know, people like to talk. So, me being the curious I was, I went to Jay. I was like, hey, yo, Jay, I heard rumors about you dating Belladonna. Is it true? Jay turned, looked at me, proceeded to smirk, and then said it with a smirk on it, saying, yeah, I'm dating Belladonna. What you gotta do about it? It was worse enough that he's dating Belladonna. It's worse enough that I told him that I had a crush on Belladonna for a year. And he proceeded to date this girl within the next 2 days. Sometimes some people, you have to beware of them. They can make you look like a fool sometimes. And that was not all what he done. He even proceeded to say that they were holding hands, how he was telling me that her body was so soft, her lips were so gentle. Even proceeded to take out his phone and just show me pictures of them. And I was angry, bro. Like, my anger could not be controlled. And this is during the time when I was out of control. It was all the fight thing. Just go to watch that, my first time fighting video. This is all connected. I did not hold back. I proceeded. I punched him in the face. Man stumbled across a bit. He looked at me. He could not believe I actually punched, and I did not stop there. I proceeded to beat him up because It was worse enough. Give me a second. It was worse enough that I told him that I have a crush on this girl, and the disrespect that he had to do to me by dating her was already worse as it is. I was so livid. I beat him up to a pulp. Of course, it was broken down by the teachers. They took me to the principal's office. We both received a punishment of cleaning the toilet for a week. But after that, after 1 week passed of us cleaning the toilet, I started not talking to anybody at all. I became a loner. I did not talk to my friends. I was not talking to anyone. I was not even talking to Jay anymore. The way I was so angry and I couldn't trust anyone anymore, so I did not open up anymore. I was just by myself. As loners, you understand. If you're by yourself, you enjoy by yourself. You don't trust nobody. So of course, I was sitting there by myself. Did not care who it was. I did not want to talk to anybody. Until, for some reason, for like the past 6 months straight when I was in 5th grade, there was this one girl. No matter what time of day, no matter if it's hot, cold, she would always check up on me. She would be like, "Hey, yo, are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, cool." Like every day, she would check up on me. Like for some reason, she was the only one that just seemed like she cared. Like she noticed that I was just different. I was not talkative anymore. I stopped, and she was checking up on me every day, which I really did appreciate it, but I was not entertained that much for much longer. Of course, this girl, when she noticed something wrong, she was just trying to help me out. Even when I was sick, she bought me medicine, which, to be honest with you, that was kind of weird. At the time, I was like, okay, I wonder why you're buying me medicine. The girl's name is Lily. Of course, Lily, she was a good girl who just really took care of me, even though I was down bad horrendous. She was just there. She was just supportive. She told me about her life and her situation, and of course I helped her out with some of my own stuff, even though it was not good, but I tried to give my input in some things, and she would appreciate it. She would laugh every once in a while. She would crack jokes, and I would laugh, which every time when I laughed, she would smile, which it was beautiful, but I was not interested at the time. And really, she was the only girl, like for real though, like majority of the time, at the time I was in 5th grade, every girl would call me my real name, and she was the only one that gave me the nickname Zikun. At the time when I was hearing the name, I was like, what? Zikun, what the heck is that? She didn't say what it was, so of course I just didn't care about it. So I literally let the nickname sit around for a couple of few weeks. You know when you get a new nickname, you hate it, but as time goes on, you accept it as your own. Yeah, that's how it was. So she hit me with Zikun almost every day, and I got used to it. This girl, she was... how could I describe it? This girl had a crush on me, and I didn't know about it. Like the way how she was taking care of me, the way how we talked, we even sat at lunch together. I only found out that she had a crush on me when I reached in the 7th grade. The entire time I never knew about that. Well, to be honest with you, it sucks sometimes. Like, you know the ironic part when you chase someone that doesn't want you, and the people that really want, then some person likes you but you never know about it because you don't like them. That's how it is. And I never knew that Lily really cared about me to even bother giving me a freaking nickname. And to be honest with you, Belladonna, sure, I did like that girl. I did. And that was years ago, but I moved on, so life has to go on. And to be honest, if you have any interest in someone, even if they're beautiful, just go out there and just try your shot. Who knows? Maybe they might like you too, but you'll never know. Just like how when I found out that when Lily had a crush on me, I was shocked because I never saw her as any interest. Even though she was doing things that was out of line, even I questioned some things, like give me medicine when I was sick. Even when I was cold, she would give me a blanket. And I always wondered why though. Like she took care of me. Even we sat at the lunch table, we were eating food, both of us every day. I never knew that she had a crush on me at the time. So I kind of felt bad that I didn't really live up to her expectations because even I was going through my own shit. So yeah, if you have feelings for someone, just make sure to literally tell them, or else you may never know. You won't get another chance like this again. And that being said, I'm done with the video. To be honest, I really wanted to make this video into a full let's get it going because I did not want to come back to this next time. So I just wanted to finish it and then I'm done with it. If you like this video, make sure to smack that like button in the face, hit subscribe, turn on post notification, you know when your boy's uploading. And as always, Dosa out. Our next video we're gonna come out is gonna be being uncool is actually pretty cool. Check it out. I'm just gonna post it next time. Anyways, take care everybody.